Hello everyone, welcome back to the Traxion YouTube channel. Now, the new build on iRacing is here for Season 4 2022, and that means new content. And there's one piece of content in particular I'm super excited about, and that is the brand new Porsche Mission R. Now, the Porsche Mission R is an all-electric vehicle, the first of its kind to be available on the iRacing service. And like it or not, this is the future. So, first of all, I'll give you some stats about the vehicle. So, it's no lightweight. It weighs 1.5 tons. It is a battery-powered vehicle after all. But it's got two motors, one driving the front wheels and one driving the rear wheels. So, yes, it's four-wheel drive. So, there's two driving modes to choose from, race mode and qualifying mode. So, in race mode, it puts out around about 680 horsepower. But in qualifying mode, that jumps 1088. So, a really fun fact about this vehicle, well, you can actually remove the whole driver compartment, so seat, pedals, steering wheel, and it can be used as a simulator. So, very much inspired by esports. Now, from the outside, I think this is a spectacular looking vehicle. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. The wheels look amazing. The tyres with some nice sidewalls, some old school tyres. I like the way that you can see the internals at the back of the car. I just think from every angle, this car looks beautiful. Porsche is certainly leading the way with design for electric vehicles. So enough talking. Let's take it out for a drive around the Nordschleife. So before we take it on track, let's have a quick look at the setup options. And there's not many. Anti-roll bars, TC, ABS, that's it really. Drive bias, which dictates how much power goes to the front and rear wheels. There's not really a lot you can change, but there is a setting here. So we're in race mode right now. Let's put it in qualifying. And this is going to be the first time I've driven it in qualifying mode. So it's all quiet. Let's turn on the ignition. That's it. First gear. Nowhere we go. That's it. You hear the engine? Well, the motor. It's weird. It's weird not having to change gear. Now, I'll put the black box on there so you can see the charge. So, 82 kilowatts per hour. That's what's in the battery to start with. And that does go down pretty quickly. However, it recharges or regenerates when you get on the brakes. So, you'll see that when I'm braking, the remaining charge will go up. Right, let's wind this up a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. It's deceptively quick, like really is deceptively quick. And I use the gears to help the car rotate sometimes. But you don't get that in here. It really is quick. It's so surprising how quick it is. I don't want to wind it up too much just yet. Let's build up the suspense. Now, one thing I do on iRacing, I always turn the tyre noise down. I don't like hearing the tyres. And when I jumped in this car, I had to double check that my tyre noise hadn't changed. Normally, you can't hear it because of the engine noise, but now I can hear the tyres. The noise from the curbs is so much more pronounced. It's strange. I normally can't hear it so much. So we're going on to the Nordschleife now. Hopefully we don't crash. I'm just going to take it easy and get a feel for the car. Don't want to wind up too much just yet. But it is really quick. Oh, crikey, it is really quick. It's deceptively quick. And if you see by the controls, by the telemetry, I'm not really giving it any gas at the moment. I'm just letting the tyres build up. Charging the battery up a little bit as we go around. It's a nice place to be though. I do like the camera in the centre of the dashboard. And on the steering wheel itself, that's when you have your, or that's where you have your information about speed, etc. But we can't actually see that right now because of the field of view. Right, let's wind it up a little bit now. That's crazy quick. That is, and like I say, it's deceptive. Blimey. Holy cow. That's 300 kph. Let's slow down a bit, charge the battery. Oh my word, that is so quick. That is crazy. But I don't know what the racing is going to be like. I mean, the racing might be okay, but I don't know how popular it's going to be. I don't know whether this series will be another one that just disappears. I've never had... Oh, crikey. Oh, that was close. I've never had to brake so hard for that turn, ever. I'm interested to see how it pulls up the hill in qualifying mode. Because in race mode, I did a couple of laps earlier on, and it got up to about 255 kilometers per hour going up the hill. You know, the long hill here at the Nordschleife. So we'll have a look at that and see how it actually pulls going up the hill. Just being very, very careful. I mean, it's so much quicker in qualifying mode, as you would expect. I mean, you're adding, you know, almost 500 horsepower to the motor in qualifying mode. I'm interested to see the lap times at a normal circuit, because this is... They've said that the performance of this car is comparable to the Porsche 911 GT3R race car. And I can believe it. The battery on this car is behind the driver. So normally on electric vehicles you have a battery pack across the floor of the car, but they've actually placed it behind the driver just so they could make the car as low as possible. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, you know, you want the battery low to lower the centre of gravity, but they wanted the roof of the vehicle to be lower, so they've had to place it behind the driver so the driver doesn't have to sit on top of the battery. Right, let's wind it up a little bit. Yeah, we're already past what we were before. Oh my god, it's still pulling. I've never known a car pull up this hill like this ever. Oh my god, that is absolutely insane. Like, I've never had to slam on the brakes with that left-hander there, ever. Normally it's a little bit of brake and then just coast round. Oh, you can feel it sliding. And I've got the traction control well and truly turned up. And one thing I don't know, if anybody does know what they are, on the left and right of the steering, so you've got ABS right, ABS left, but the lights that curve up, as I turn, you can see the pink lights turn. It's almost like some kind of force feedback or some steering input with force feedback, because it jumps, even though my steering angle doesn't change. The actual amount that light shows kind of goes up and down. So it's almost as if it's some kind of force feedback indicator. It's strange. Goes over the curbs quite nicely. Whoa. I bet they haven't seen a car like this around on YouTube corner before. Hello, YouTube. Oh, it's just insanely fast. Insanely quick. This is the future of motorsport, though, because, you know, gasoline's not going to be around forever. This is the future. We've got to embrace it, folks. We've got to get on board. I know we like the sound of a motor, me no more than anybody else. That's why I own a V8 vehicle. I love the sound. Oh, I love the sound of a nice engine, but this is the future. If we could just pipe in some nice V12 engine sounds into the cockpit, that would be incredible. And that might be the way we have to go, folks. Right. It's just insanely quick. Don't want to crash now. I just want to see what it's like on the dot and just see what we can get up to. Right, wind it up. Wind it up. Here we go. Look at that speed increase. You will never have seen a car accelerate that quickly ever. Holy moly. That's 300. V9. The accelerators will start to go down the hill. See what we can get up to. Let's see if we can get around these corners. 312. 313. 315. Impressive, impressive. So battery wise, we've used 20 kilowatts on that one lap in qualifying mode. But you're probably going to get a good couple of laps at the Nordschleife and really pushing, which is pretty good for an electric vehicle. In race mode, I think you'll probably get 4 laps at the Nordschleife in this car in race mode. It's going to be interesting. The racing is going to be interesting to see how people conserve the battery and how they can get it to recharge throughout the race. That's going to be key during the races. But, my word, that's quick. Now, that's a quick look at the Porsche Mission R. Should you buy it? Well, I would maybe wait a week, 2 weeks, if you're not sure, just to see what the participation's like. I don't know what the race series is going to be like or what format, but if you're a fan of technology, electric vehicles, or you just want to own all the content on iRacing, or you just want to have a blast, then yes, definitely buy it. I've never driven a car so quick that pulls so hard at the Nordschleife. I have never had to brake at the Nordschleife like I've had to brake in this car. And that means fast. So let us know down below in the comments if you've bought the Mission R. Let us know what you think. As always, thanks for watching. Keep it pinned.